G'day guys, Aussie FIFA HD and welcome back to yet another FIFA 21 tutorial on my channel. Today we have another top 3 skill move episode on my channel. Today we're learning the top 3 skill moves for keeping possession in FIFA 21. I'm a possession style player myself. It's a very popular way of playing FIFA 21. And my god, have I got some skill moves for you guys to use to keep possession in FIFA 21. So without further ado, let's get into the intro. And then I'm going to teach you guys the top 3 skill moves for keeping possession in FIFA 21.
Griezmann, 3 men around him, but somehow finds some space. Ronaldo, fantastic, opening the drive back.
Ronaldo on the ball. He's made
Look at this, just control. The control displayed there is absolutely ridiculous. The Elastico on the goal line. The finest of...
We talked about Aussie FIFA. He's not here to make up the numbers.
Ball roll is one of the best skill moves for keeping possession in FIFA 21. The reason being is essentially, you guys know it, possession style play, you tend to use the wings a lot, okay, because there's a lot more space out on the wing, and you're also able to draw the defense that way, so it opens up gaps in the middle of the pitch. And what the ball roll allows you to do is keep the ball close to you, and you're also able to peel away and go back around, okay. As you guys know, for your possession style players, sometimes, as I said, you'll be on the wing, but you want to come back around. You want to maybe like play it back to your wing back, or you want to find a pass inside, but there's a defender on the inside putting pressure on you. You can use the ball roll to keep the ball away from the defender, and then you're able to peel away and then go back around the pitch, go back around the line, if you know what I mean, to then make a pass to try and keep that possession. The ball roll just seems to be a very good way of keeping the ball in tight to you, okay? Especially when you're running. If you hit them with the ball roll, you're able to take the ball away from the defender on where they're putting pressure on you. You're then able to go back around the other side and essentially keep the ball away from them, because that's obviously the most essential thing, is when you're keeping possession, is keeping the ball away from the defender's foot so they can't make a tackle. The ball roll does that for you. To perform it though, I'll quickly branch off into this. I have taught you guys on the channel, but it's essentially holding down the right analog stick either 90 or 270 degrees to where the player is facing, and essentially that will perform the ball roll, okay. From a clock perspective, if you guys are struggling to understand, it's essentially 3 o'clock or 9 o'clock. It's quite simple. You're just holding either side to where the player is facing, and they will perform the ball roll. But guys, that's skill number 1. Let's get into the next skill move. The directional nutmeg, in my opinion, is one of the best skill moves for keeping possession. The reason being is you're able to flick the ball, flick it in a certain direction, which will keep the ball away from the defender. As I was saying in the ball roll segment, the most important thing for possession style play is keeping the ball away from the defender. And with the directional nutmeg, you're able to choose which direction you want to flick the ball, and essentially what you're able to do is keep the ball away from the defender. With the directional nutmeg as well, you're able to flick the ball forwards or diagonally, which is a very quick and nifty skill move this year in FIFA 21. And what it is able to do is it allows you to bypass the defender and essentially keep it away from them. This is, a very good skill move for using anywhere on the pitch, and for me it's one of the best for actually keeping possession in FIFA 21. To perform it, it is new, as you guys will probably know, but if you didn't know, it is new. And basically what you need to do is hold down R1 and L1 and then use the right analog stick to flick any direction you want to. It can be anywhere, anywhere on that 360 degree angle. You can go diagonally, you can go backwards, you can go backwards diagonally, you can go to the side, and that's why it's one of the best skill moves for keeping possession, because you can choose which direction you want to go and keep the ball away from your opponent. That is the second skill move. The best, or second, probably the second best skill move for keeping possession. But I've got one for you guys that is very good and very hard to tackle in FIFA 21. Feint, forward and turn, brought to you yet again in FIFA 21. That's 2 skill moves in this segment which are new to FIFA, and hey, they're very good for keeping possession. The feint forward turn, I've taught you guys before. It's simple. You're just pressing backwards twice on the on the right hand lod stick. So it's 180 degrees or 6 o'clock, depending on where the player is facing, and you flick it twice in that direction, and they'll perform the feint forward and turn. But the thing is, with this skill move, I find when there is a player on you and he's quite tight up with you and he's trying to make that tackle, you use the feint forward and turn, and I find it's actually super hard to tackle. This is actually a skill move in those dying minutes of the game where I need to hold it in the corner. This is a skill move I use because essentially it's hard to tackle, especially in that corner of the pitch. I find players do struggle to tackle, and that's actually a new episode I am going to bring to you guys very shortly, in how to actually keep the ball in the corner for the last minute or so in a game to close it out. Obviously, there's those tight games in FUT Champions which you will need to obviously hold the ball in the corner, and the feint forward and turn is actually a very good skill move for doing that. But let alone, it's actually a very good skill move for keeping possession as well. So for me, this is one of the best skill moves for keeping possession. The last three I just showed you, honestly, they are the ball roll, the directional nutmeg, the feint forward and turn. They're all very good skill moves for keeping possession, and are very good skill moves that are hard to tackle in FIFA 21. But guys, that will seem to the end of the episode. I hope you enjoyed it. These skill moves are relatively easy once you get them down pat. I'm sure you guys will be using them to keep the ball in FIFA 21. But that will signal the end of the episode. Drop a like, sub to the channel, and follow me on Twitter. Links in the description down below. I do post over there, guys, when I am about to upload a new episode for you. But as always, I hope you guys have a good day. I'm out. Sayonara, au revoir, and goodbye.